It's so good to see you.
So you've been on our show, I think you said since August. Is that correct?
That
I don't know. I mean, you've become such
who
a
even
regular
knows? Who even knows? August, September,
somewhere around there.
1984. I
Yeah.
don't know what it was.
And you've not only done improv and comedy, but you do singing too.
Hmm.
And I have no idea what you've got tonight because our schedule shows song TBD or poetry. So
um,
we have no idea what you're going to be sharing with us
and
tonight.
and what I actually have is a short story that I wrote, which
Even
is not
better.
poetry or a song, but Paul said I could do it, so
Okay, you want to tell us a little bit about this? Or
um,
do we need to just hear it
you know
out?
what? I wrote it when I was 27, and I hope you enjoy it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Caitlin McCormick telling us a story.
So this is called The Bed. It was home. It was the safe place. It was the warmest place. The warmest place in the world, she thought. Sometimes it was like a Downy commercial. The sheets would billow up in the air quickly and then cascade down slowly like feathers floating to earth on the breeze. She spent so many hours there, laughing, crying, dreaming. Now she returns and she remembers little things. She remembers what it was like to be 9, to be 12, to be 13, to be 19, to be 24, to be 27. The sheets change, she changes, the bed stays the same. Every little laugh and every big laugh lingers. Every tear shed stains the pillows. Every dream dreamt lives somewhere in the mattress. And the nightmares, they are there too. Sleeping ones and waking ones, they live on the mattress, in the warmest place, the softest place, the place she calls home. It all lives there. The light and the dark, the illnesses, the injuries, every sleepless sleepover, every sleepless study session, the kissing and the panicking and the love and the fear and the shame and the things only done in the darkness. It's just a bed. Yet it isn't just a bed. When she lies down on it or she is enveloped in the comfort of everything that has passed. The past is comfortable and comforting. It's the only thing she knows. The year she was 9, the bed was new. It seemed so big then, like her dreams. It felt like a cloud to her. She was drifting high above the bright sun, and she could see the whole world below her. The whole world was available. She could touch it. She could taste it. She could breathe it in. The bed was piled high with pillows and many stuffed animals. There were no monsters under the bed. There were a few in the closet, but she could snuggle up under the covers and she was safe. Sometimes she had nightmares, not often, but sometimes she dreamt of monsters and shadows and unicorns, but not happy unicorns. But there was another bed, an even bigger bed down the hall in her parents' room where she could snuggle between two parents, a mother and a father. The bed was soft but strong, like her parents, and she was safe. And sometimes she would crawl into that bed on Sunday nights to watch the TV show about her favorite lady detective. And she would not so subtly suggest that she sleep there with her parents. And they would let her stay if she promised not to kick. And she wouldn't kick, but she would suck up all of the heat with her 9-year-old heat magnet body. The year she was 12 was the end of an era. Those last big dreams were dreamt for a while. Those last games were played for a while. And it was the last year the covers kept the monsters away. That year, so many girls did not sleep at sleepovers. So many girls laughed so loud until her mother, and then her father, and then her mother again told them to quiet down. Those laughs would drift around the room like floating butterflies and buzzing bees till they landed on the mattress and the pillows and sunk in. Laughter lingers. Thank goodness laughter lingers. You need it for the times when other things are around. Other things you wish wouldn't linger, that waft up and get stuck like an unpleasant odor you can't get out of your nose. The year she was 13 was not such a good year. It was a year when the laughter felt stale and the dreams were lost and the monsters found their way out of the closet and under the bed. And the covers were no defense against the monsters when they crawled out from under the bed and tormented her. She couldn't go to her parents' bed. She was too old. She was too old for stuffed animals. She was too old for games. And there were fewer sleepovers because the girls stopped coming. One girl came. A very special friend brought laughter and games and light in a dark corner. But then the friend would leave and the girl was left with her loneliness and anger. The bed didn't understand the anger, and neither did the girl. The girl tried to bury her anger in the bed, but it kept coming back. Anger was a monster. It crawled out from under the bed and ate away at the girl like a virus. She tried to keep the anger inside, but eventually it came out. The girl became the monster. The anger took over, and she was angry at everyone. Her parents, her friend, even her very special friend. She was the most angry at herself. She cried not a single tear into the pillow, but lay in the bed hot with anger, her body stiff in the softness of the bed. She laid there in the safest place, and for the first time in her life, she did not feel safe at all. The year she was 19, she slept most of the time in another bed, many miles away. When she left her bed, she thought she could leave the monsters under the bed, but they came with her to the new faraway bed. She thought a new bed meant a new life, but the monsters she carried with her never changed. Away from the safety of her bed, she found new monsters under new beds. When she came back to her bed, it was still the warmest and the softest, but her body was cold. No amount of blankets could warm her, and no pillow could comfort her. The anger monster seemed to have left, but the fear monster took hold, and it would not go back under the bed. She tried so many ways to force it under the bed. She tried to hide herself under so many covers, but the fear would not leave. The year she was 24 was a much better year. She started to dream again. She dreamed in less comfy New York City beds, and she always knew her bed was there for her. The fear and the anger were still there, but she could see them for what they were. They weren't monsters anymore. They didn't consume her anymore. She didn't need to hide under the covers anymore. She lay in her bed wherever she could and began to feel safe there again. She remembered the laughter, and she laughed again. She remembered the tears, and she cried again. Soon, the bed will no longer be there for her anymore. She won't be able to sleep there anymore. She'll have to feel home somewhere new. Now she dreams a new dream. A dream where she takes the sheets and the feathers from the pillow on her bed and makes wings. She flies right through the fear. She is free. And she builds a nest to sleep in and feel safe and cry in and laugh in and dream in. And in her dream, it's soft yet strong, like her parents. But it's hers. And it's home. That's it.
Absolutely beautiful.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Thanks.
There's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah.
We don't have the time to do it now.
Don't. We need a whole show.
Absolutely.
Maybe we'll have that. Maybe we'll
We need
have
a whole
one
picnic.
show.
I'd say for everybody who wanted to see that again, watch the replay. That was an amazing story.
Thank you.
Caitlin McCormick, thank you for sharing.
Thanks so much.
It's
And
incredible.
thank you for the space to share it. I
Absolutely.
love you all so very much.
Caitlin. Love you.